And now in the studio, we have Yang, who is a seasoned English-speaking tour guide at the Palace Museum. With nearly 20 years of experiences, is also a popular blogger with 1.2 million followers, seemingly blending his offline tours on online cultural sharing. Thank you so much for joining us on China 24, Michael, if I can call you that. So how can we move those, beyond stereotypes when representing the Palace Museum's culture to international visitors, as you've been talking to so many visitors and introducing to them the Chinese culture, especially the Forbidden City. So what is your experiences?
Okay, first of all, thank you for having me. And when we're talking about the stereotype, normally I would like them to feel the Forbidden City, and then I would give them the more introduction to let them understand about the Forbidden City. Most of them would come into the Forbidden City thinking the Forbidden City was simply a living residence of the emperors. But once they learn that every piece of the tile, or the brick, and even a small animal carries the deeper meaning of Chinese culture, they would start to ask about how and why instead of what it is. So that's the kind of the culture I would like them to understand more beyond the stereotype of the Forbidden City. And for example, they would often misunderstand about the color of the building, like the yellow, simply considering them the decoration of the building. Actually, that is the symbol of centrality and stability of the Chinese culture.
How do you use these short videos to share with your audiences and your viewers and followers with this fresh and engaging ways? Is there any, insightful stories you can share with us?
Yeah, when I make the short videos, I focus more on make it go faster, make it more engaging to attract more attention from those viewers, because most of those short video viewers, their attentions tend to be very short. So I need to attract their attention really quickly. So I focus more on more engaging and make it faster. And when we do the offline mode tours, like the face-to-face tours, it will be totally different. I would focus more on storytelling and make it very slow. Let them to feel, to touch, to see, to get to know the details of the Forbidden City. So they are totally different vibe of sharing the stories of the Forbidden City in terms of the different type of the platform of the different type of the scenarios.
The Forbidden City is definitely my favorite places in Beijing and definitely around the world. And by introducing your short videos and your personal experiences as a tour guide in the Forbidden City, what is your expectations on sharing this legacy with the world as your current role as a tour guide or, a short video? So what do you think is the biggest bridge between different cultures?
I want them to not just see and listen to the stories or just give them the introduction of those buildings. I'm not a translator. I want them to know something behind the building, behind the cold wall. So this is what I like to share with them. I would like to like those visitors to get something related to their background. I always see when I introduce the Forbidden City, when we introduce the Emperor Qianlong, I would say something about the president, the founding father of the United States, and George Washington. They were actually the contemporaries. They died at the same year. And also with those Italian tourists, I would mention the Castiglione, the famous missionary who came into China and brought in those Western techniques in terms of the painting. So I want them to know more rather than listen or seeing the building or listen to the introduction of those places.
Thank you so much for sharing with us your stories and your personal experience. Thank you so much for talking with us.
Thank you for having me.